Would you like to learn about 3 high potential cryptocurrencies with explosive multiplier potential despite the fact we are in a bearish trend at the moment? And would you like to learn my views on where I see the cryptocurrency market going in the mid to long term? If so, you've come to the right place. My name is the Suppoman, your superhero of 100x altcoins. If you love content like this, make sure you smash a like on this video. And if you want regular live streams, make sure to follow me on my Facebook page, which is the Suppoman. I have been doing live videos most days since my last YouTube video. So make sure you follow me on here as well as subscribing to the Suppoman. Hit the bell notification so you don't want to miss out on live content with the Suppoman. Now, if you watched my last video, you would have seen that I brought you Everdome. And this subsequently went to a 97x. And out of the last 51 projects, new projects that I've bought you, my multipliers have been on average of 169x. Disclaimer, people, I am not a financial advisor and all cryptocurrency investments are risky. Do not buy without doing your own research. Use me as a basis for that research. I do not recommend to buy, sell, hodl, blah, 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 any of these cryptocurrencies. It's up to you to decide what price and to buy at and to sell at. And all views and predictions expressed here are for personal opinion and for educational purposes. And when I say 13,000x on a thumbnail or 41,000x, it doesn't mean it's going to happen straight away. You know, a lot of these things mature, build partnerships, build network effect, etc. in order to be able to achieve their realized potential. So the first altcoin that I have got for you is Valero DAO. Valero DAO comes out tomorrow. But what is Valero? I'm going to tell you why this has got explosive potential. So Valero is a Velas-based DeFi infrastructure. It is high transaction throughput and low fees and an automated DeFi platform. Okay, so why it's called Valero DAO is because it's a decentralized autonomous organization. That means it's automated. It automatically works. It's permissionless. It's decentralized. And what they have got sitting at the center of Valero DAO is a stable coin, which is USDV. So the DAO enables lending and borrowing. So your typical DeFi or banking services. Well, banking services that are decentralized, so you don't need to qualify for lending and borrowing. You can just do it as long as you've got some form of crypto assets. You can stake cryptocurrencies to obtain USDV, which is the stable coin of Valero. You can use these to create synthetic assets. There are all sorts of use cases for Valero. And of course, because it is the Velas stable coin, it can sit at the center of multiple ecosystems created on the Velas blockchain. So this sits as a unique cryptocurrency that could interact with a lot of other Velas projects. Now, of course, the token that you get is a governance token. With it, you can generate USDV if you stake it. It will have multiple uses. It's a Velas first mover. Now, Velas cryptocurrencies that have been first movers have done incredibly well. Okay, so Wagyu Swap was Velas's first decentralized exchange, and that went on to over 100x. Valhalla was Velas's first metaverse or crypto gaming project. That's 600x. BitOrbit was Velas's first decentralized social media. That over 200x. And so therefore, Velas first movers tend to do very well. And this is the first mover. This is the first DeFi product. And of course, it is incubated by Bluezilla, therefore meaning there's no external launchpad influence. They are experts in getting people to buy into these cryptocurrencies at extremely low price, hodl, and you make massive rewards. But of course, you can choose to sell the percentage that you get on token unlock. Now, this is going to open out at a 140k market cap. That is a fifth Well, actually, it's half a cent. Okay. Now, how other DeFi infrastructures have done before is magnificently. Even our Dana, which came out in a bear trend, 100x. Akala sits at 580x. And MakerDAO, which Valera DAO was forked to create, would be a 13,000x to achieve the same market cap. So it shows you the potential. Now, am I saying this is going to hit a 13,000x? No, I'm not. And to be honest, MakerDAO was a first general mover. It was a pioneer in cryptocurrency, which Valero is looking to replicate in some form. However, it has not got the same properties. And as a result of that, it's not coming out in a similar market situation. It's not a first mover generally. So I don't expect it to hit 13,000, but I do expect it, based on its use case and its utility within the Velas blockchain, to do well. So how do you buy it? You can only buy it on Velaspad. Velaspad, as I would say. So no other launch pads can you buy this on. Only Velaspad. Now, I'm not going to lie. Every investment at the moment is tricky. However, if you get into IDOs, you are more likely to do well. Like with Everdome, for instance. And very recently with QMore. Getting into these is the best way to hedge your bets. And at the moment, Launchpad tokens are at their absolute lowest. Now, if you can't get into this because of Launchpad, if you can't get into it because you're US based, and of course you now understand that this is the price that is the opening price, the closer you can get to it and snipe the profit. So essentially, if you get into this at 1 cent, you're only getting into it at 2x the listing price, meaning that if it does go to 100x, you make potential 50x there. You make half of that because you got in at double the entry price. So that's how you can do a snipe should this go to 100x. But like I say, at the moment, people are seemingly taking their profits and running rather than taking their hodling. Okay, but I will just say this, is that people that sell too early sometimes don't realize the full potential of their investment. The second project I'm going to bring you is not yet released, but very exciting indeed. And that is Airwave. Airwave. That sounds flipping amazing. So this is to be confirmed. Now, what I would recommend you do, if you are lucky enough to be watching this video and therefore being able to get in early into Airwave, is to go to the Airwave Telegram community, which you can see in my Twitter. I shouldn't be sharing this. It's literally like hardly anybody's in this group so far knows about this. So what is Airwave? Airwave is a decentralized wireless broadband stroke 5G network to connect the rest of the world to the internet. So it's taking the centralized internet services and making it a decentralized network, enabling everyone in the world to have access. And that is basically to turn people's homes and individuals into service providers, therefore creating the internet for all. So this is a very similar project to Helium, but I'm going to tell you about that in a little bit. So the pain in the world at the moment is a lack of access to the internet. Yes, those of us in privileged countries or with indecent economies can afford the internet and are running the internet at home. But there are still billions without internet that haven't got access to anything that we have. Access to Web3 services, access to banking, anything. Or decentralized or even crypto services through the internet. If you haven't got the internet, you can't really get involved in cryptocurrency at all. So this opens up that dark part of the world that's not yet online. So there's a lack of access, certain areas of the world, and there's a lack of low-cost access, hence why it's got the less than and dollar, right? So because of those two pains, Airwave creates a solution. They provide tools and rewards for a decentralized internet highway to turn people and reward people for essentially hosting the internet. Now, what are the USPs of this particular project? Well, number one, it's grand scope. Helium is the only one out there doing something very, very similar. And that at the moment is worth billions. It's a grand scope idea. There's a lack of competition, therefore allowing for you to be able to have exposure to this market without getting involved in a major cap already. This is going to open out a micro cap. And this is going to allow for good opportunities for income generation. It's going to be Stratos' first project. And it's got great partners and backers, which I'm now going to let you know of. So, they have partnered up with Rivian. If you're not aware who Rivian are, they are a stock indexed company. They do electronic pickup trucks. Very, very well known in the electric vehicle industry. Plus, there are 32 other partners Airwave has created. And they are backed by Fenbushi, which is a premium backer, Spark, which is a first tier venture capitalist, and Gate.io, which is a second tier venture capitalist. The estimated market cap is around about 1 million. Now, it could be anywhere between 1 million to 5 million. It's quite a grand scope product. They have achieved some good backing so far. But hopefully this will open up about 1 million market cap, the same as Stratos. The people behind this are the same people behind Stratos. So, helium, for this to equal helium, this would be a 2,654x. So why bother getting into helium? I didn't get into helium. I constantly said in my videos, I wish I got into helium. I didn't get into helium. But I can get into this, and I would rather get into this because the low cap version is much more open and unrestricted than helium. Helium, you essentially have hardware you have to plug in. Okay? You can only use a satellite dish for transmitting across the airwaves and creating this internet highway. And therefore it's restricted and closed, whereas Airwave is more open and unrestricted. There are way less barriers to entry and way more opportunities to create income. So, therefore, I'm really happy with this opportunity to get into our Airwave. It could do incredibly well. And the launchpad has not been yet announced. So, really, this is super early. I don't even know if they are going to be opening this out to certain people like with Stratos of Team Suppo. So, make sure you get involved in this if you are Team Suppo. The third opportunity I have got for you is Crypto Citizen. I previously brought you this as Cyber Trade, but it has rebranded to Crypto Citizen and it's coming out very, very soon. But what is Crypto Citizen? Crypto Citizen is a play-to-earn futuristic AAA open metaverse world. I call it the Crypto GTA 5 with NFTs. It's essentially Crypto GTA 5 on the PlayStation 5 or on the Xbox Series X. It is magnificent graphics. So what you do in Crypto Citizen, as you do in like the likes of Sin City or Mobster, is what you do is you build an empire and you earn revenue. If you've ever played GTA 5, you will know exactly what you do. You take part in crime missions. You do races. You build up your You earn in-game money and essentially you build up your empire. With that money, you can then buy businesses. Those businesses generate even more money for you. It's an insane concept being brought to cryptocurrency by Crypto Citizen. You will have fighting, you have racing and drag races, and that is coming out this week. And you'll have crime missions. And what you earn in this is cyber cash. And with this, you, of course, can trade it, obviously, for other cryptocurrencies, or you can use it to build your empire in the game, buy NFTs, vehicles, people, bosses, and rare items, all of which increase your earning potential. Now, partners and backers are, again, very, very impressive. Qcoin, Genesis Block Ventures, and Maven. That is two top tier, well, two tier ones, one tier two, a Binance NFT. It's not Binance Labs. Binance NFT, I haven't yet categorized that, but it is very impressive. It is a form of partnership with Binance. So this is going to open out a 1 million market cap when it gets listed. It's probably going to be listed on PancakeSwap. So it's going to be 7 cents with a 15 million initial supply, therefore 1 million market cap. For this to equal Dome, it'd be 313x. For this to equal Decentraland would be a 4100x. So, Crypto Citizen, if you're not yet following them, I would recommend it because this is one of the open metaverse worlds I am really excited by. This, Solace, Earther, Pax World, and Everdome. Those are like my 5 big open metaverse worlds I'm really, really excited about. Right, you lovely people. I adore you. You're brilliant. And I've been the Suppoman, and I will see you next time. Make sure you come on Facebook if you're not following me on Facebook, because that is where I come on more regularly. And judging by tonight, it's probably likely I'm going to continue going on Facebook now, because it didn't seem like anywhere near kind of what I was expecting. So anyway, yeah. So I will catch you next time. It is lights out, all out.